Hey everybody, this is Jim Kurtz with the Expansion Marketing, and I just wanted to record this short video to explain what is SSL encryption and why you desperately need it on your website, especially if you're a business or e-commerce, but even if you're just a casual site, I'll explain that. So first of all, what is SSL encryption? SSL stands for Secure Socket Layer. It is a type of encryption used on websites to basically protect the information as data is transferred between the server or the computer where a website files are kept and the end user who's looking at that website. So for example, if you're watching my website here, you're at home or you're on a phone, and you see my website. Well, that goes through a network of connections. Well, the idea is that hackers or scammers can be a part of that, can interrupt that signal, and if the signal is not encrypted or scrambled up in a special way, then those hackers can get all the information that goes between my computer, where my server is, and your phone or your computer. Now that can be dangerous, especially if you have credit card information or personal information that you don't want other third parties to access. So let me just share my screen here, and I'm going to show you a couple of examples real quick. So first of all, if you have an unencrypted site, this is my buddy's site, graphic designer, but what you'll see here on the address bar, this is in Chrome, but it's similar on other browsers too. You'll see a little eye here, and what it says when you hover over it, it says view site information. When you click on that, basically Google is telling you, it says your connection to this site is not secure. You should not enter any sensitive information on this site, for example, passwords or credit cards, because it could be stolen by attackers. So you don't want that, obviously. So if somebody happens to hover over that, they're on your site and they're looking around, they say, what is this little eye? They can get curious, and if they see, oh my God, my information's not safe, they can get scared off and leave your site. And that's very bad. Obviously, if you have a lead capture page where you're trying to get people's information, or you have an e-commerce page where you're selling products on your website, obviously you don't want anything on that site that will make the visitor feel like they're not safe, or that you're trying to get their money, or that their information could be stolen, whether it's by you or by some third party. Now let's look at what an encrypted site. This is another company that I work for. Sells gardening products. We see it says secure here. It has a green padlock, and there's an HTTPS. That S indicates that it's a secured website. If you click on this, it's going to tell you connection is secure. Your information, for example, passwords or credit cards, is private when it is sent to this site. So again, what that means is there's a code where all the data from our website is scrambled through the connection as it travels from our server to your computer or your phone, and nobody can see it until it gets to your browser. Then your browser's got a special key that opens it up, and then you see my website, and vice versa. When you send your information to my website, when it's secure, nobody can see that information or understand it or decode it until it gets to my server, and then I see, oh, he put his credit card information in, he ordered my product, and we can make that transaction without any worry of a hacker getting your information or having anybody interrupt that. So that's what you want. You want the secure site. Now, what is really happening here is back in 2014, Google decided they want all websites to basically be secure. They don't want people to have unsecured websites because they want to have people have confidence that people can do business on the web. Now, the problem is in July, Google has finally set a hard deadline. They said, look, if your site is not HTTPS or SSL compliant. In other words, if you don't have that certificate on your website, which shows that it's a secure website, then not only is Google going to have this little warning message over here on the address bar, which some people may never see, but when people go in on your website, and let me just put it here on the home page. Let's say if you have a lead capture page where they get your name and email address, what will happen is when they start typing in their information, the user, let's say I'm visiting this website, if I say, oh, I want more information, let me put my name and my email address on this contact form, right? What will happen is if it wasn't secure, Google's going to tell them, hey, be careful about sending this website information. It could be stolen by a hacker. Now, imagine if you're trying to get leads for your business, or you're trying to get people on your email list or subscribers or whatever, and as soon as somebody starts typing something in, next thing you know, oh my God, they have a pop-up coming up on their screen here saying, hey, don't put your information on this website. It could be stolen by somebody else. Well, what's going to happen is they're not going to fill out that form. They're going to navigate away from your website. And now you start losing leads and you start losing a lot of business because of this. If you're getting hundreds of visitors to your site every day or every week, then that could be, a dozen or 2 dozen leads that you're missing out on every single week, right? If you're an e-commerce site, like you actually have products on your website, like my buddy here who's selling logos, and all of a sudden, somebody says, I like that logo. They go and pick a logo. They go to pay for it. All of a sudden, they start putting in their information for shipping or for downloading. Next thing you know, they got this big pop-up in their face going, hey, warning, don't leave your credit card information or it could get stolen. Well, boom, he just lost, this guy's selling premium logos for 150, 500, 750. He could lose $750 on one sale just because he didn't have this encrypted. In fact, I'm going to be working with him here in the next couple of days to make sure that gets done. But in July, that's what's going to happen. So you definitely want that not to happen. Now, there's 4 ways you can react to this information. First of all, you can just ignore what I'm saying and just let it go and hope that nobody sees this information right here. And then once July rolls around, you hope that even though there's a pop-up saying, hey, warning, don't leave your information on the site, that they just ignore that and they continue to do business with you. I don't recommend that, obviously. The second option is you can hire a professional like me. I do this all the time. It doesn't take me that long. It usually takes me about a couple of hours of work, plus then it takes another day for all the changes to get recognized by all the computers on the internet. So within a day, usually you have this encryption already completed, and it lasts for a full year. And on the renewal, it's a simple process. You just have to verify all the information. It doesn't take that long. So within a day, you can have all this done and not even be worried about it anymore. The third option you have is if you have a maintenance contract with the web guy, you can actually contact them and they may just do it for free if it's part of your maintenance contract. It really depends on what kind of contract you have, but they may do it for free. Now, most likely they will charge you for the certificate, which is about $25 to $100 depending where you get them from. So you may have to pay for that anyway. But they may or may not do it for free. They may tell you, hey, I'm going to charge you $200 or $300 labor for just doing it. Plus you have to pay for their certificate. So in that case, you might want to look at somebody like me. I gave you 3 certificates for $200, or I think it's one website for $100. You can check on the links below what I would charge you. I might be a better deal or I might not. And the last option really is if you want to do it yourself. Now, if you feel tech savvy, you've built the websites, you've dealt with the domain information, that kind of stuff before, and you want to do it yourself, by all means. You'll still have to pay for the secure socket layer certificate. Again, it's about $25 to $200 depending on where you get them from. But what I really recommend if you go that route is take a look at the course down here. I recommend this course. In fact, I used it. That's how I learned how to do this procedure. Very good course. He runs step by step on exactly all the things you have to do to get this certificate up and running on your computer. And I highly, highly recommend that course. And the best part about it is it's only $27, and it comes with one free SSL certificate. So basically, it's like you're getting the course for free when you just purchase the certificate from him. And you'll have to renew it every year, but at least you get the course and you get the certificate all done. So if you're going to go the do-it-yourself route, take a look at that course and buy that course and use it. You'll be very happy you did, because if you ever miss a step or something like that, you'll know exactly where you misstepped, or you just literally do it a lot quicker by going step by step. So those are your options. I hope you either hire me or talk to your web guy or get the course below and do it yourself. But whatever you do, get this done before July, because you don't want to be losing leads or business. And you will lose leads and you will lose business if you don't get this done by July. So don't let that happen to you. My name's Jim with Expansion Marketing. Thank you.